Story time with the Wolfman. I'm going to be telling you the story of Ricky the Flea today. I don't know if it's going to be a 5-minute story or a 20-minute story, but we're going to find out together. Sometimes my stories rant on forever, sometimes they just peter out really quick. Now, I've done this story of Ricky the Flea a few times with my girlfriend, and she's enjoyed it each time I've went through it. Things always change, but it's always interesting. So I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. And if you do, please do hit the like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when the next video comes out. It may still be the story of Ricky. It may be another story of another animal, critter, creature, or object or thing that I can just rant and make a story on. But if you do enjoy the video, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified when the next story comes out. And yeah, just keep on watching.
Thank you for still watching. Now, we've all been affected by this COVID thing. You know, people, animals being affected by it. You know, but it's not just affecting us. It's affecting everything and everybody. And this is the story of Ricky the Flea and how this COVID pandemic has affected him. Now, Ricky is an ordinary flea. Worked a nice 9-to-5 job on a middle class family's cat, 2 kids, wife, nice little house, little, 1-story little thing. Cat had a good life. Ricky had a good life working on the cat's back. He was pulling in as much bread as he could, so he can make that blood count and feed his family and everything. Well, when the pandemic started up, nobody really thought much of it. Everybody kind of panicked a little bit. Ricky's family kind of stayed alright. Didn't really think too much. Later on, they started noticing that places were closing down. They were losing out on food. Ricky started noticing that he wasn't quite meeting his quota because the cat wasn't getting as much food because the family couldn't afford it. Because the father had lost his job because of COVID. Now, they're getting stuff from food banks and they're trying to feed the cat. But the cat can't keep on living with the family, so the cat gets kicked out. Now this is where Ricky's story gets sad. Because here Ricky thought he had a nice little job, and a nice warm house, and a nice middle class cat. He's working on the bag, making good blood, getting that count and everything. Well, when the cat was kicked out of the house, Ricky was moved to the back end of the cat. Working for that dirty count there. Pulling in that blood, that dirty blood, and just making enough to survive with his family. Well, and him not pulling enough money and them barely eating started getting to the family. Ricky and his wife had arguments all day and all night about how they gotta feed the family and how he ain't making enough. Well, they got that, they got split up. Wife and the kids went one way. Ricky went another. Ended up losing them all. Poor guy. He tried so hard. He did. He really tried to keep things going. But it was just so hard for him. Then all of a sudden he gets a job on a decent sized rat in the alley. Now he's making that extra dirty blood. He's working in back alleys, and he's trying to make that money if he can, because he's got to survive somehow. Well, he's just making a little money, not quite the right way. He's out there selling that trippy blood from them animals. They be eating that funny stuff. Well, he ran into his wife in that alley on that same cat. Raggedy now. Oh, that poor thing. They barely making it. There ain't nobody left on that cat. It's just wife, his old boss, who's not in a slum, just like he was. You know, they iron. Kids got taken away. Oh, they got taken away. Then they ran off. No, that's sad. Rick's family done. They got split up and everything. And I got to tell you, it's sad seeing that happen to a family. You know, all because of something like this. This damn COVID thing. It's just messing everything up, people. I mean, poor Ricky. It was his family, his job, where he was staying. He's doing what he can to survive now. Can't even see his own kids. Why can't see the kids? They lost them. I mean, it's sad, folks. It's real sad. Well, anyway, back to Ricky's story here. Well, after he met his wife and seen what she was into now, because everything just went downhill. Ain't nothing getting no better. There's fleas marching on the back of animals, trying to get stimulus, trying to get some blood from some to survive. And they giving blood to people. It's just they ain't giving enough. The poor folks. They just starving. They fighting for food. They eating clotted blood and stuff. You know, it's blood about to go bad in a few days. They getting from places. You know, they begging for food. Everybody's helping everybody, but nobody has enough to help anyone. So everybody's just on hard times with this COVID thing. Poor Ricky doesn't even know what to do. He tried to help his wife. He tried to get clean. You know, being back over his wife and seeing how she was and seeing how he happened to be. They tried. I mean, the wife left the boss man. You know, she jumped on the rat with Ricky. And they living a decent little life. You know, he trying to stay clean, trying to keep her clean. Everything's getting hard, though. Folks doing things just to try to survive, and folks are just, they're getting down. They're doing things that they shouldn't be doing. You know? I mean, man, all the fleas was stealing hair and everything so they could wipe and everything, man. You can't just go gathering up all that stuff in places. People need that stuff too. You can't just go steal all them little hairs so you can clean yourself. Everybody needs hair to clean themselves. By the way, how's that toilet paper for them? Just let y'all know that. Them little itty bitty little prickle things and shit, you know, you feel on your skin. They like them little baby hairs. Yeah. You know, folks just riding, running around, stealing from people. Oh man, this whole world ain't just people and animals affected, y'all. It's affecting everybody and everything. I mean, poor Ricky. I mean, I feel bad for him. I mean, he's just a little flea. You know, no thing to me, but it's a sad story. I mean, everybody's going crazy. Everybody's losing their mind over this. Little Ricky's out there doing what he got to do to survive. By the way, they still ain't got the kids back. They still living on that rat. They can't get out of there. They trying. I mean, they found a little bit of help. You know, they got somebody trying to get him into a poodle. But it's hard. Well, that seems like that's the end of this story for a little while. If you want to hear the rest of the story, please do subscribe and hit that bell up there, or well, down there, so you know when the next video comes out. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of story time with Wolfman. I know it wasn't exactly what I planned, but it's gotta be interesting. Everybody needs something to listen to and do during this COVID time, and this is just something weird I decided to do. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when the next part of this video comes out. Thank you, have a lovely day, and remember, never quit, never back down, be the wolf.